Raila Odinga faction is so strong because of the fact that it is not yet rumors. It's not rumors. It's an undeniable fact that William Ruto has a child with Raila's sister. And that means that actually he is a family member of Raila Odinga. So Raila Odinga has another faction again, which is the ninth faction. Now, ODM is going into what is called NDC in October. Now, how can NDC meet when there are 8 factions with the 4 scenarios? What are the 4 scenarios? One scenario is that ODM will meet and take one of those people who wants to be heir to ODM and endorse them to be their party leader to run for election in 2027. That means either pick Buddy, pick Opiyo Wandayi, or any other person they want to pick. So that's one scenario. The second scenario is that they can meet and endorse Raila Odinga to run for president in 2027 and challenge William Ruto. The third scenario is that ODM can meet and call William Ruto to that party and endorse William Ruto to run either on ODM or UDA or ODA, Orange Democratic Alliance, which means the merger between ODM and UDA. And the fourth scenario is that they can meet and disagree so bitterly that there is no way ODM is going to survive, will die. Imagine if all organs react against each other, where the kidney cannot work with the lungs and cannot work with the heart. It will be total organ collapse, and that leads to the death of ODM. Now, you are saying opposition is divided. How much division do we have in opposition compared to ODM? If there are 8 factions in ODM and there are around 6 factions in UDA that are divided, how many factions are there in the united opposition? So I can tell you, everyone is divided because there will be a lot of tectonic shifts and a political realignment that you don't have an idea. Let me go to the third one now. We go to UDA, which is the ruling party. After 61 MPs have left Mount Kenya, how many people in UDA? And in UDA, we had Gachagua leaving UDA. Now he has gone to opposition. Who is more divided? Now we have some people like Moses Kuria who is saying they're leaving. And then we have now my majority leader, Ichungwa, is saying that he's being sidelined, has been removed from the WhatsApp group of UDA. So everybody here is trying to realign themselves. And now when you see the faction of Babu Owino, the faction of Sifuna, Wamushomba, and Caleb Amisi, that faction is thinking they can actually be the one that can be opposition. And they can form a coalition. Let me tell you what, Kenyans. A coalition, political coalition, can only be formed in the umbrella of political parties. In fact, if you think I'm wrong, go to the website of Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. It is clear what can be a coalition. So Babu Owino, Sifuna, Caleb Amisi, and Wamuchomba do not have a known party that no one knows about them publicly as having any political party. So they are not able to enter any coalition with each other. They can just have rallies together, they can pray together, they can drive together, they can shout together, but they cannot have a coalition. It's just like saying, if you have bulls, isn't it? Bulls which have been castrated, they can make noise together, they can shout together, but they can't have a baby as bulls. They need a female. And a bull, even with a female, cannot produce a baby. So therefore, that is a coalition of bulls, isn't it? And also heifers, which are infertile. They are incapable of producing a baby. So the only bold thing they can do, Babu Owino has to resign from ODM, Sifuna resign from ODM, Caleb Amisi resign from ODM, and form a political party, and therefore there will be a by-election in those constituencies, as we are waiting for the election taking place on 27th of November. At the same time, Wamushomba also has to resign from UDA and then form a party, then they can do a coalition. To the fact that we know it, there's no the politician who has ever resigned from office except Raila Odinga doing it much earlier. So at the moment, don't be worried. Let us not waste time on politics. Let's focus on issues. Because what are the issues now? The economic issues which are affecting the country, the corruption which is a problem at the moment, education, healthcare. The one who will address those issues better will emerge. But for now, it's all noise which leads to nothing. At the moment, there is no division because even as opposition, the opposition is trying to form. They have one agenda called People's Restorative Justice Commission. That agenda, Alonzo Musyoka is on it. Rigathi Gachagua is there. We see Martha Karua is supporting it. Matiang'i is supporting it. All of them are supporting that one agenda. That's the only thing that unites opposition. Now we go for another thing else which will be able to unite opposition. So until then, we have to find them, everybody trying to align themselves in one way or the other. Everybody wants to elbow the other because the person will be picked by opposition as the unity candidate will be able to send William Ruto home. And then who is that? And why not allow everyone to try their chances? But for now, even we know it, when you want to bend an iron, there must be some shaking. So at the moment, that iron is being bent. So that shaking is necessary for the iron to fit where it should belong. But for now, Kenyans, don't be concerned about which coalition. Focus on the issues. Who is addressing the issue of the economy? Who is addressing the issues of healthcare? Who is addressing the issue of education? And at the moment, that thing is being addressed by only one person, yours truly, in the evolved economic model, evolved leadership ideology, which is economic turnaround, value addition, optimize talent, leverage strategic partnership, and vulnerability management, and lastly, environmental stewardship. So Kenya needs to evolve from putting politics first and focus on economy first. Tunasema uchumi mbele, siasa nyuma. So Kenyans, weka uchumi mbele, siasa ikae wapi? Nyuma. Ndio tutaendelea. You've heard rumors that opposition is collapsing, opposition is disintegrating. Since Gachagua came back from the US, him and Kalonzo are not seeing eye to eye. Among other things, Matiang'i is not in good terms with Kalonzo, Martha Karua and the rest. Let me tell you one thing. Tell me which political formation is together. Let's go to UDA. Do you know that UDA has lost 61 MPs from Mount Kenya? So the wheelbarrow that was very strong has no wheels, has no arms, has nothing. It cannot even carry oranges inside it as a whole, isn't it? When you go to ODM, ODM has 8 factions. One, the Sifuna faction, which is called Kenya One. Then we have another faction, which is of Joho from Coast Province. Number 3rd faction is the Abagusi faction, where Timothy Bosire comes from. Abagusi have told Timothy Bosire to quit ODM with immediate effect and form a coalition, a party with Abagusi. That's the 3rd one. The 4th one is Oparanya, who believes that now he can work with Ruto directly, but not through ODM. The 5th faction is Anyang' Nyong, who believes is the senior, most Luo, most educated politician in ODM, and now should be the de facto party leader as Raila should bow at the moment. The 6th faction is Orengo faction, who believes that Jaramogi had left him in charge of the Luo nation, and Raila must have done a coup on him.